Yeah, thank you. Now this is a homepage of LinkedIn, right? When you go to a homepage of LinkedIn, this is what you're going to see. Now, obviously, see, it may look quite overwhelming in terms of, okay, so many things are there. What do I do? How do I do? Right now, this is my own profile. So you may see a lot of activities around here, but why those activities? Right? The whole idea of this today's session is to tell you how to use it effectively. It's not about, okay, click here, do this, click here, do this. No, I will try to cover as much as possible, but how you can actually benefit having a good LinkedIn account and your profile, which is quite active, right? So we'll focus on that more. So this is how the page looks like, just like a Facebook feed, right? Similarly, you have instead of feed, we call it post in LinkedIn. That's the difference. Now you see here, you can see multiple posts from multiple people. You will continuously, if you keep on scrolling, you will see so many posts. Now, depending on people whom you follow, right? If I click on new post, then it will get refreshed. Whatever I can see the post. Now, I'll tell you some very important, interesting nuggets, right? As and when you connect with someone, they become your connections. Instead of friends, like you call, okay, he or she is my friend in Facebook. In this, we call them connections. That's it. Instead of feed, we call it post. Each and every post that you're going to see here, right? This is your home page. And simultaneously, as and when you become connected with someone, right, you get to see the connections, right? What is that connection? We call it the mind network. So if I take you to my network right now, right? So you can see the connections that I have in LinkedIn as of now. So it says I have 5,886 connections. Is it a small number? It's a big number. What do you think?
Not at all.
Uh, Not at all. What? Is it big or small?
It's a big number.
It's a big number. Okay. It's not
Yes,
that
sir.
big. Let me put
For
that
me,
correct.
it's a big number.
Exactly. It's a relative term. So you are right, absolutely right. It's a relative question depending on person to person, right? For some, it may be very big. For some, it may not be that big. Correct. So it depends where you are today, but does not matter. You need to create that profile for yourself so that you slowly start growing. Now I'll go to the homepage again. Okay. So these are the feeds that I spoke about, right? The post. Now, the first and foremost thing, once you have created your Facebook link, your LinkedIn account, you need to create your profile. Now, where do you create your profile? You see here a small icon, which is called me. You click here and you can check your own profile here. You'll go to your profile. I'll take you there. But there's one more option where you can go to your profile, which is this one. Straight away in the homepage, you click on this. See, this is a clickable link. Either way, it will take you to the same place. You go there, it takes you to your profile. Now, in this profile, now why I'm focusing so much on profile? The way you write, articulate about yourself in LinkedIn, that is what speaks about yourself. So there are multiple things I'll talk about that you have to, if you want to make some notes, make, because your profile is everything and the most important part that once you start creating your LinkedIn profile, that is going to help you a lot. Okay. First and foremost, this is your name, which is of course you can edit. So if I click on edit, your basic info, that is first name, last name, additional name if you want, some pronouns if you want someone to call you in this way. Now you see this headline. Headline is very, very important. This is the first thing anyone goes and sees in your profile. First thing. Now I'll just close it for now, for 1 sec, right? Here you see, this is the headline that you see just beside me. So this has to be very, very attractive, very, very attractive. See, it does not matter whether you have a particular qualification or not. It's all about how you present yourself. Even if you are, I'm assuming there are a lot of students out here, most of us are students, right? Even if you are a student and you have done your graduation or you might have done some kind of course, right? You can see this, my company is also highlighted here automatically. How does this work? That helps you. So whatever courses that you have done, whatever qualifications that you have, that can be highlighted very easily here. Like for example, for me, what is the most important thing that I want people to know about me? That I am a co-founder of FinCurious. Now, FinCurious is a company, right? All of you know, but everyone may not know what is FinCurious, right? Similarly, I've written here co-founder at Fin. That's the first thing. Then I have followed it by some of the awards that I might have got, some of my achievements, academic qualifications, and then finally I've added something. Okay, I'm an author as well, right? So, and plus this is the profile pic. These are two different pics. These are not one. You can click on profile pic and you can change it. You can add photo, add frames, edit it. These are very easy things. You can just play around with that. But that profile pic is important. I've seen a lot of people who join LinkedIn, but they don't keep a profile pic. See, I'm telling you, if you don't have a profile pic, people are not going to take you seriously. Even if you send a message or connection request someone, I don't accept requests if there is no profile pic. I feel that person is not serious about LinkedIn. So you must have a profile pic. Second, this is called as a background image, which again should speak about yourself. Say, for example, you are an accounting professional, then put something related to accounts here. Or maybe if you have got some award, like you can see, I put a picture of mine where I'm holding an award, right? See, this may not immediately get you results, but as and when anyone comes to your profile, they start getting impressed. Say, for example, you do not have any awards. That's absolutely fine. You like accounting, you like GST, you like Tally, right? You put something, you put an image, a collage or some image which is related to accounts, finance, so that people know, okay, you are someone who belongs to so and so industry, and they're immediately able to connect with you. That is something very important. So you can change this as well. You can just click here and it's editable. So I'll show you. Here's the edit button. You can click on edit. It's called a background photo. Now, background photo has got specific length and breadth that needs to be created. Now, how do you do that? You go to multiple tools. Like there's a tool called Canva, or there are multiple other tools that you can go and use, right? You go to those tools, and there, if you select, I'll just quickly show you. Say, for example, I go to Canva. There are a lot of free tools as well. It's a free design tool. Once you log in here, you can create any kind of poster, any kind of profile, anything that you wish to. Right? So you just need to select here background photo for LinkedIn. See, LinkedIn article cover page, LinkedIn background photo. If you click on this, it will take you to the design tool where you can actually create exact. So you need not worry about what should be the length, what should be the breadth. You have to ensure that whatever you create should be within this page. If you are able to create this, download it and straight away go and upload in your profile. Is that clear? This is just an example.
Yes.
Similarly, there are a lot of other tools that you can use free of cost. I think it's a bit slow. The website is a bit slow, but I hope you got the essence, right? You need to go to Canva and you can create exactly this site so that it exactly fits in your background photo and which you can actually use it, right? So that is very helpful. Otherwise, see, if you try to create your own design, right, in your laptop or in your phone, it may not work out very well. So it should look exactly fit so that it's visible to everyone very clearly. Now, going forward, as I told, this is the headline. This is very important. Secondly, what is more important is that where do you work? Or what have you studied? That is very important. Like, for example, your current position, whatever I've written, and then show my current company in my intro. So say, for example, you have done a course from FinCurious, right? For an example, if you write here, okay, I have qualified so-and-so, say GST module from FinCurious, then you need to, if you click this, then automatically it will show in your homepage here itself. So what happens, your visibility increases. Say, for example, tomorrow anyone searches for FinCurious, right? Automatically your profile will come at the top if you have actually added that. And there are more ways to add it. I'll show you. Then it talks about your location, which is again important. I've seen a lot of people, they don't write their location. Now, if you don't write your location, how will a prospective employer or someone who wants to connect with you would know whether you are located in a particular city or not? So this location, country, and the city is very important. Contact info is something your choice. I would not try to give you a nugget here, because if you are open to give your phone number in your profile, it's okay. You can, right? You can, though I don't prefer that. Sometimes you can give just an email ID without a phone number so that people can at least write to you over emails if they want to, right? And if there is any link that you want to share, like I've shared the link of my company, that is fincurious.com, right? So this was the intro part of the profile. Now I'll go down. As you go down, there are multiple parts to the profile, your personal profile. The first thing is about. Now, I told you the first thing that anyone sees is your header. is your main description that you can see. See, as I'm going down, right, automatically it shows at the top. So even if someone goes to my profile and starts scrolling it, you will see my header profile here. So this is so important. That is the major highlight. Apart from this, there's something called about. Now this about is equally important. The next thing that anyone sees in your profile, this who is interested in your profile, is going to read about you. What do you want to talk about? This is the place where you can actually describe a lot about yourself. Like for example, I am an expert in tally accounting. I know how to file GST returns. I have helped at least, or I have a rich experience of 3 to 4 years working in a startup, or 3 to 4 years working in a tally software in a particular company. So those kind of description you can give, right? What are you known for? And plus you can write about a bit. Okay, I'm a good orator. I'm a good speaker, or maybe I like traveling, I like playing chess, etc. Now, depending, suppose if you are an HR, right, and you want to showcase your HR profile, you can write, I'm really good with people, I know how to manage people, etc., etc. Secondly, you need to select your some top skills. A lot of people don't do this. As soon as you select your top skills, what happens, how the algorithm behind LinkedIn works is that if anyone searches for business strategy, there is a high chances that my profile is going to show at the top. It works that way. So when you go to edit about you, these are all processes same. If you click on edit button, this pen button, as soon as you click on edit button, you go to about, there you can add your skills. You can add as many skills as you want. And there's a word limit here. You can see I've used only 767 words. I think it's a word only. Yeah. And total this many words or characters you can use that you can check, right? Further, once the about is updated, the next important thing is experience. Now, experience talks about where have you worked. Do not put your education in experience, because that is not something called as experience. This is purely experience if you are an experienced player, experienced candidate, where you have worked in some company for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, etc. Right? Similarly, you can put, like, for example, I have put this company, and all my past companies, wherever you work for whatever 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, right? And you can show all your experiences there. And when you add, right? Suppose I want to add a new company here. Yeah. I'll just click here, add. If I want to add a position, I will click add a position, where you need to write your title, that is your designation, your employment type, whether it's full-time or you can ignore this is not mandatory. Company name is very important. Now, this is one thing that I wanted to speak about. When you say company name, if you write a company name which does not have a company page on LinkedIn, then it will not come with a logo. Let me test it for you, right? So for example, I work just random, right? Say, for example, I work for a company called Durga. See, when I write Durga, I see so many companies here. Now it's called Durga Software Solution, Durga Steel. But I have worked on some Durga, some say Durga Analytics. But that company has not created a LinkedIn page. In that case, if I write Durga Analytics, see, as soon as I write, the page goes away. That means the logo will not come because they do not have a page. Instead of that, say, for example, I've worked for this company, Durga. Okay, it's an NGO. As soon as I click this, you'll see this logo also comes here. So this logo is equally important, that your company should have a page. Similarly, then I can type location, where did I work, start date, end date. If I am working there, any skill, any media or any picture or something that I have in support of that I can add. Every time you change your job or you add a new job, right, there's an option to notify your network. If you click it on, then automatically, as soon as you update your profile, that will go to your network of LinkedIn. Everyone will get to know, okay, so-and-so person has joined in a new position in this company. So that is something your choice that you want to. I would recommend doing that, because if you're changing a job, people should know and they may start interacting with you more. So I'm discarding it for now, right? See, now you see all my companies has a logo, whatever experience that I have shown. That means all of them has a company page itself. I'll show you how to create a company page as well. Now you see this, I worked as a financial advisor in my personal capacity in the past. And obviously, it's not a company name, but obviously, I didn't have a brand as such, right? It was a personal level. So I just added, but it does not show a logo. Now, there's another company. Now, this is a proper professional company where I work, yeah, CA firm, but they do not have a LinkedIn logo, LinkedIn page. Hence, it shows there like this without a logo. But without a logo, it does not, it looks like that you worked for a small company, right? That's why my recommendation is that you better actually put a company, or if they do not have a page, suggest them, sir, ma'am, why don't you create a LinkedIn page? That would be really helpful. Yeah, I think the system is working a bit slow. You'll have to bear with it. Yeah. The next thing, see, I know a lot of you are students here, so this may not be very helpful when it comes to experience only, right? So I'll take you to 1 second. The next thing after experience, there's something called education that needs to fill, right? By the time it's loading, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. You can put in the chat box as well. Okay, now we come to education. Now you see this, education is very, very important for you specifically, because a lot of you are students or you have a very limited experience or 2 to 5 years, or maybe even some of you may have 8 to 10 years experience as well, right? So depending on that experience I've already spoken about, you have to add all your education in. Even in case of education, the same process follows, exactly same, nothing changes. You have to write when did you start, when did you end, which from where you have studied. Now this is where something that I wanted all of you to highlight. If you have done your course from FinCurious, since we have a FinCurious page, you should add your education as FinCurious and write your degree name. Like for example, a lot of you might have done DPAT level 1. Some of you might have done just GST. Some of you might have done just Tally from FinCurious. It doesn't not matter. If you have done, say, for example, DPAT level 1, you need to write DPAT level 1 in this place. And then in the company name, you have to choose FinCurious. As soon as you choose company name FinCurious, that will start showing your inner logo here. And that automatically will improve. Yes, there is a question from VB sir, internship can be added into experience. And absolutely, absolutely. Internship is very, very important. As a student, if you have done your internship somewhere, you can add internship in your experience. You should add, in fact. Even if you have done for 2 months, 3 months, does not matter. If you've done for 6 months, it's much better. Longer the duration of internship, more you're learning, and it's good for you. You should definitely add. Now, this education is purely based on academic education. Now, there's something called a license and certification as well. Now, see, a lot of people may say, no, education means only you have, if you have a degree, only if you have a diploma, certified by the government does not matter. See, if you have a lot of education degrees, plus you have certifications, then I would suggest you add some in education and some in certification. Say, for example, I am a graduate, I am BCom, plus I have few certifications from FinCurious. I have, say, for example, 3 certifications from FinCurious. I have done level 1 as well as level 2. If I am in your place, what I'll do, I'll add BCom here and I'll add FinCurious if there are 2 certificates, level 1, level 2 separately. And I'll write a clear-cut description in level 1, what have I learned, what have I studied, so that anyone who comes to my profile, they get to know, okay, I am not going to add that in the license certification. But say, for example, I am a BCom, I have an MBA degree, plus I have 3-4 more degrees. Then I would want you to, okay, add only the certified education here, basically a government degree education in education. Then you can use this section as license certification. But this is not mandatory for you to use. If you want to use, you can use this certification. Right? Apart from this, see, it's not only about education when it comes to LinkedIn. People want to see what additional qualification or additional benefit or things that you have. If you have done anything voluntarily, that's why there is a section called volunteering. You may feel, how will volunteering add value when I go for a job, right? No, it does. It does. What these guys see, right? Any employer for that matter, they would see that are you open for multiple things in your life or not? That adds a lot of value. Say, for example, you are part of some of your local organization where you have done some kind of services to the community. Add that in a volunteering experience. If it's for longer period, much better. Even if you're done for 2 months, do it. That will help the employer or the prospective person whom you are wanting to speak to know, okay, this is where my volunteering experience is also being valued a lot. So you can add, like you can see, I was a board member of a NGO, which is called a Toastmaster International in Karnataka for almost 1 year. Right. And apart from that, I was so for multiple different organizations, right? So you can see I have almost 11 volunteering experiences. So every time you do that, you need to keep on adding them. And that also makes your profile quite heavy. In LinkedIn, there's a process which is called the quality of profile. The more details that you fill about yourself, they will start valuing your profile to be much better. And the algo works in such a way that it's going to show your profile at the top. If there are two different people, say both are BCom, both are FinQS certified, but one has a volunteering experience as well, and one has added a lot more things in their profile, they have a higher chances of being visible in LinkedIn. So you have to use that. The next section is called skills. Now in this skills, you can add your skills like business strategy, whatever, right? Like accounting, GST, income tax, taxation, it could be HR, it could be people management, and then you can keep on adding those. And people who like you, who know you, they may start endorsing you. Okay, like for example, 31 endorsements I've got in this particular. Similarly, I've added 28 skills. You can keep on adding as many skills as you want. Then there's something called recommendation. This is something that you will have to put some extra effort. One, you have to reach out to your professors, your colleagues whom you have worked with, and ask them to give a recommendation. So you can see I have received almost 6 recommendations till date. And plus, if you have given if you give a recommendation, that will also be. So I've given 4 recommendations to different people, maybe who reached out to me or someone work if I have liked somewhere, right? So which is where this recommendation also helps a lot. If as a student, right, or as a job seeker, you have a lot of recommendation from people will start valuing you. Oh, so many people have recommended you. But again, person recommending is equally important. If your friend is recommending you, that may not be so much of valuable, right? Because obviously you both are peers. If your professor, if your employer, if your boss is recommending, that would be great. Okay, there's a question from Shreya. Sir, how do we recognize whom to add in our connection and who will be relevant to our field? I'll come to that, Shreya. That is something that's very important. I'm going to come to that. Right? Then if you have any publication, now publication does not mean that only you have to write a book. Even if you have written an article, you can add that link here. So that people will get to know, okay, you have written an article and that particular article can be read by someone if they want to. Even if they don't read, right, they'll get to know, okay, this particular person, like for example, Shreya has authored a few articles as well in different journals or maybe online journals. If you put that, that adds value to Shreya's profile, right? Then if you've got any awards, any honors, now awards and honors, people think, okay, this is a professional platform. Why should I write that, okay, I've won a chess tournament? No, you can write. Even in school, if you won a chess, that's okay. If you were a district level cricketer, you can write that. If you're a popular dancer and you have won some award at a state level, district level, or maybe city level, you should write that. That adds to your skills. It adds a lot of value, right? And then finally, the last one topic is called interest, where you can add multiple companies whom you want to follow, different companies, right? Now I'll take you back to the homepage. This was the profile. I hope it is clear that how to create your profile in the best looking profile, right? Now, a couple of things, right? One, there are two things called under LinkedIn. One is called groups, other one is called pages. As I mentioned, the company should have a page, right? You can see here, FinCurious. I'll take you to the FinCurious page. This is our page. This is our company page, right? Which we manage, and we keep on posting new links. Now, this post, whatever you're seeing now, this is under the page of FinCurious. Whatever you see now is not visible in your normal homepage, as you call it, right? This is a company page. But every time the company that you follow is going to, if you're going, say, for example, you follow FinCurious, right? Now, all those who are in LinkedIn, I would request you now log into your LinkedIn. Can we do this quickly? Log into your LinkedIn, whether in phone or if you are doing in phone, then you can download the app as well. There's a LinkedIn app. It's available. Just go to search and search for FinCurious. Like for example, you see mine. It will show you FinCurious Company Education, the first one. You need to click on that. it will take you to the Fincurious page. I clicked it. See, it will open like this, where you can click on it. It shows me that I'm already following it. It's a page. And all those who are not following, I would request you to click and follow, so that every time, next time we do such kind of event, you'll get to know. And if you have already taken a certification or the learning from Fincurious through your institute, then definitely you should, because that will add a lot of value to you, right? You can click on follow and you can start following that immediately. Apart from that, there's something called groups. Now, these groups are basically, it's a private groups, which is within an organization for limited people. Say, for example, there's a group called GST that I follow. Okay, I'll just take you to the homepage again. So why I'm trying to tell you this, don't get confused between groups and pages. Pages are something that is more relevant when it comes here, but groups is very, like, for example, I follow these many groups, but whatever is being posted within GST group, that will not be visible to people who are in my normal feed. It will not come normal post, but whatever is being posted in the page, like for example, Fincurious page, that will be available in my post as well. See, I'm trying to refresh now. Let's see what new posters are coming. See, this some person, Mr. Markande Sharma, has posted something and it came on top because it's the latest one, maybe, right? Now, let me tell you something very interesting, very interesting, which a lot of people may not know. Okay, I think there's a chat. Okay, yes, Kavya. Okay. You see, this person has posted something and it shows on top of my feed, but you see, there's something called written as second. Can anyone tell me what does this second mean? You can unmute and speak.
Second connection. It's not
Second
direct connection. It's a connection of ours.
Yeah, your good name, ma'am?
Vazia.
Vazia. So Vazia, you are absolutely right. For all those who do not know, Vazia just mentioned, right? I'll show you something like, say, someone named Mr. Rohit. He has also posted something and it shows first. So the connections in LinkedIn has different levels. It's called first, second, third, fourth, fifth, right? Someone who is connected to me directly is first. So whatever that particular person is going to post is going to show up in my homepage. Now you see this, Seema Yadav, she is the second connection. But then question would be, if she is second connection, why is it being shown to me? Right? It should not be shown. How it works is that if any of my first connection either likes or reacts or comments on that post, that will come to my post as well. That's how LinkedIn works. So you see this, Priyank Ahuja, he must be my first connection where he has commented on this post. That's the reason this is showing in my feed. I hope it's clear. So by seeing a person's profile, if you open someone's profile and you will see what is the connection level, and accordingly you'll get to know whether that particular person is connected to you or not. Now, in case of LinkedIn, again, there are two things. One is called connection, other one is called follow. Now you see, this person is not my connection. Now, if I click on follow, then I would be following this person. But again, he is not my connection. So he does not get to, so if two people are connected, they get to see each other's feeds. If they're not connected, only the person who follows gets to see the feeds. So for example, if I click on follow right now, I am going to see his feeds going forward in my profile, but he's not going to get to see my feeds because he's not connected or he has not followed me yet. Only if he follows me, then it works that way. So I'll take you to my network. See, every time someone sends you a connection request, this is the place there where it will be shown. You see, when I go to home, this I'll click on my network. In this, I'll get to see all the connection requests that I've got. See, someone, Mr. Senthil, I think he has just now sent me a connection request sometime back. Mr. Ashutosh had sent me sometime back, right? Similarly, I can see all my connections. I can connect to them. I can see my contacts. I can see the events. Etc. So you see the numbers. All of these are visible. Second thing, what is important is the notification. When you click on notification, this will show you what are the activities that's happening. Say, for example, you have posted a post. Now, you see in a particular post, it says, okay, Karthik and 37 others reacted to Fincurious post that mentions you. So Fincurious company page has put a post in which I was tagged. You can tag someone. And then what is the reactions to that? And this will keep on showing. Say, for example, like your comment. I might have commented on someone's profile and that person has liked my comment. Similarly, two people viewed your profile. Instead of going to my network, if I click on this, it will take me to my network itself. These are the people who have viewed your profile. So you can keep on seeing which are the people who have viewed your profile, right? So that is very important to build your network. Now, the next important thing. Now, see, this person is not I'm just going to his profile. When I go to his profile, it will go to his notification that someone called Rahul has visited his profile, right? Now, the next important thing, once you have connected with someone as your connection, made them your connection, then you can start messaging them one-on-one as well. So see, one is a post where you can post, right? Second, you can go and message them. If I click on message, you see this, all these people whom I have interacted on a one-on-one basis. So either they might have messaged me or I might have messaged them, where you can chat on a one-on-one. But generally, if someone is not your connection at a first or the second level, you cannot message them free of cost. So it's chargeable. So there's something called as a premium, where you can buy a premium profile as well. If you buy, that is chargeable, of course. If you take a premium profile, then you get some added features. Like, for example, you can message anyone even without connecting. Say, for example, you send me a connection request. I don't accept your connection. If I don't accept, you can't message me unless you are first or second level. I think second level also partially is allowed. First level, you can message anyone. So if you want to message someone, what you do first thing, you go and send a connection request. That person accepts your request, and then you start messaging that person. Now, who are these persons? How do I build connections? Why do I build connections? That is the question, right? Now, you may get multiple connection requests at times, right? You need to be a bit choosy in terms of whom to accept and whom not to. What I would suggest, as soon as you get a request, right, go and check out their profile. If that is relevant professionally, then it makes sense for you to add them. Say, for example, someone is a finance controller or a finance manager, and that person sees your profile and you are looking for a job in finance. In that case, of course, you should accept that role. That person may be interested in your profile, maybe for hiring. You never know. So you should accept that, right? Similarly, there may be someone who does not have a profile picture. And when you see their profile, it's like okay, I'm an accountant, but that person is like completely from a dance academy. Now it's your choice whether you want to add that person to your connection request or not, right? It's up to you. But it may or may not help you in terms of getting a good response in terms of the profile, right? Because you may start seeing all rubbish. When I say rubbish, non-relevant about what I mean, non-relevant feeds in your homepage itself, which may not be relevant for you at times, right? So you need to be careful on that part. That is important. The one last final thing in LinkedIn is something, how to add a post. See, when you start your own post, you go to post, you can add a picture, you can add a video, or you can do multiple other things. If I just open it, there are so many things that you can be creating. When you write a post, there are some things that's very important. Now, hear me out very carefully right now, what I'm talking about, right? One, suppose I want to post about India, right? India is a great country, right? I love my country. This is what I can post, right? And I want to tag someone. So how tagging helps? If you tag someone, that person's profile, your post will be shown that, okay, you had tagged someone. Say, for example, I want to tag Narendra Modi. I just need to write @ Okay. Say, for example, I want to tag our Commerce Minister, Piyush Goyal. I'll write Piyush and see, it will show me all my connections. Now, Mr. Piyush Goyal is connected in my first level. So you can see this first, but this will not only show first, it is going to show all the company pages also. Say, for example, okay, let me show you by tagging FinCurious @ I just write FinQ and it shows me at the top. There's some other company called FinQ. That will also be shown because I've not written the complete FinCurious. And then I can click here. That company is automatically tagged. You see, this is bold. So this is tagged already. That's why it's showing in bold. Now, when I post this post, it's going to show FinCurious is tagged, and all the followers of FinCurious are going to see this. That's why I told you, if you add in your education or your experience as FinCurious, automatically all tagging will show your profile as well at the top, which is very important, right? So, secondly, hashtag works very beautifully within LinkedIn. Can anyone tell me what is a hashtag and how does that work? Any idea? What is a hashtag? Anyone? You can unmute and speak if you want to, or you can put in chat box. Okay, no idea. I'll tell you. See how hashtag works. You might have heard of hashtag, right? When you put any word in your post with an hashtag, how the algorithm or how the let me talk about the coding behind LinkedIn works is that within LinkedIn, anyone who is searching with that particular word, which is hashtag, that is going to show your post at the top. That's how it works. Similarly, say for example, I want to post something that about India's skill development. What I'll do, I'll put a hashtag in front of skill. See, skill development has come automatically, right? I'll put a education. What I've done, I hope it's clear. I just type hashtag and then I start education. What it will show me the top popular hashtags in that particular word, what I'm trying to write, education. So now whoever follows education as a hashtag is going to see my post, everyone. Skill development, they're going to see my post. Anyone who is following FinClear, they're going to. So these are two different things. At the rate, you can tag a particular person. I tag this particular person, or I tag a particular company page. I tag a computer page. Second is a hashtag. Hashtag, in hashtag, you're not tagging anyone. You're just highlighting that and it's getting selected automatically. That's how it works. I'll show you one of my maybe some posts that I might have put, right? I'll go to my profile. You see this activity? These are my activities. I'll just open the post. You see, when I write a post, right, how many hashtags I've used? Value over valuation. At the end, fundamentals is everything. Reality over illusion. This I could have written just normally, but the more hashtags that you are going to use: edtech, correction, grow, India, startup, and then more hashtags. And then I've tagged some of my colleagues. This is a profile, a particular person's profile. You can see Ganesh Sethi, you can see Aditya Junjunwal, you can see Ashwin Hegde, you can see Sasi Sethi, right? And then I have tagged someone. Now this Palki Sharma is a very popular, I would say, news host. I've tagged her also so that I get more reactions, right? Similarly, you see my other post. Some of the posts you're going to see, there would be like 100+ reactions as well. You see this 64, 65 reactions. You see this 88 plus 1, 89 reactions, 7 comments, 5 reposts, 7,000 impressions. Impressions mean number of people who have seen. Right? So whenever you write a post, you should use hashtags. You should use, you should tag more people if relevant. Of course, don't tag just randomly so that people may not like it if you're just tagging randomly, right? Second, once you have got the connection right, you can start messaging that person maybe for a job. Third thing, once you have a LinkedIn profile, there are a lot of jobs that is already available, which is most relevant for you. If you go to jobs, here you can search for type of jobs that you get. One, based on your profile, it is going to give you recommendation automatically, where you can see, okay, what are the jobs that you are recommended for. Second, you can start searching for jobs here very easily. Like for example, I want to join somewhere as an accountant. I'll just type accountant. Right. Second, location. I want a job of accountant in Bangalore. And then I click on search. You see, all finance related jobs are coming based on my profile. It's not open. If you write the same thing, accountant in Bangalore, you're not going to see all the same jobs. You're going to see, like it says, deputy manager finance, director of finance, senior accountant, revenue and leasing. For you, based on your profile, the algorithm is written in such a way that it's going to start showing you. And then you can start applying for jobs. It's very easy. You can straight away go there and start clicking on apply. And plus, say, for example, this particular job, right? In this particular, and you can set alert also. Once you search something, set alert, it will start recommending you jobs on a daily basis where you can apply. Once you want to apply, you can see who is the person who has posted this job. So this person has posted his job. He's a HR in this company, Interplex Group. He's my second connection. If I want, I can message him also, or I can connect with him. If I connect with him and then message him, I can say, hey, sir, hi, sir, I saw your this post. You can apply, obviously, whatever the option is there to apply, right? And then post application, you can message him also if you want to. Some may respond, some may not respond. Most of them will not respond. That's okay. But that's what you have to keep on trying, and keep on talking to them. One last thing before I open the, there is a question, is it work same like hashtag? Oh, I didn't understand your question. If you can just repeat, that would be great. Okay, one last thing. Whenever you write a post, if you can get at least 10 reactions in the first hour of the post, your post is going to fly like anything. And this is not something that I am telling you. This is how the LinkedIn algo works. This is something very important. Say, for example, you write a post, you should get a reaction or comment or whatever, or a repost. So if someone reacts, either a like or a clap or a support or a love or insightful or funny, whatever, right? And or if they repost means I click on repost, I can repost that as a new post, or I can just share that. So repost is like sharing. I'm sharing that post as it is. And repost with your thoughts. That means if I want to put further some comment on that. If you get 10 reactions in first hour of your post, that is going to get a lot of reactions overall. That's how the algo, because in my post, in my homepage, that is going to show at the top. You see this? This has been posted 3 hours ago by Venki Ramachandran. Okay, 3 hours ago. And he has got 20 reactions already. Ajit Kumar, 19 others have liked it, 15 comments already, and shows at the top in my page. Why? Now, if I react to this post, it's going to further boost this post and going to increase the number of likes and increase the number of reactions from everyone. Right? So quickly, for the benefit of all, this is a great platform that you should be using, and you should be actually utilizing this to apply jobs, to ensure that you're going to get a lot of much benefit. And share this with your friends. Those of your friends who are not in LinkedIn, invite them, join LinkedIn, invite them to become your friends, make them connections requests, increase your number of connections. More the number of connections, more are the chances that you land up a better job, better prospect, better. If you're trying to hire someone from LinkedIn, you get a better person to hire as well. Yeah. So I'll stop here.